Halo Combat Evolved was a launch day exclusive for the Xbox in 2001. Since then, 6.5 million copies have been sold. During the 2 months following Halo's release, the game sold alongside more than 50% of Xbox consoles. Halo was an instant classic as it revolutionized local co-op, providing up to 4-player split screen. A lot of other first-person shooter games at the time suffered from stiff or sticky controls. Therefore, Halo was the MLG game back in 2003.
Beatdown here on Avalanche. Check him out with the sniper. 1 bullet double kill, 2 for the triple, and 3 for the overkill.
Halo was popular on YouTube with videos like Red vs. Blue and those weird fan-made Halo Lego movies. The Halo Infinite player base has significantly dwindled since it first came out. The current player count is at 6,072 as of April 2022, and the Master Chief Collection took 4 years after the release to be a playable game. The Halo franchise slowly started to decline after the time when Bungie left. In Halo Reach, 2 new game mechanics were introduced: armor abilities and Bloom. Armor abilities just let players use an ability at any time, like sprint or just using a jetpack. Bloom was garbage. Bloom was a firing mechanic that made your crosshair just expand if you spammed your weapon, making it super inaccurate. Halo Reach forced MLG to boot it because of how random the gameplay was. Halo 4 was trying to be like Call of Duty with custom classes. The missions were resembling Call of Duty, and the multiplayer was pretty much Call of Duty with a slow time to kill. Halo 5 had essentially loot boxes and microtransactions at the core of the game. A big reason Halo has been dying is because Xbox sales haven't been going as well as they used to. The first Xbox launch in 2001 was a big deal and everyone was super hyped, but compare that to the Xbox One launch. PlayStation spent years trying to catch up to the Xbox, but in a matter of days they were on top. No used games, no trading games, no lending games, and a console that turns itself off if you don't connect to the internet. It even forced you to buy a mandatory connect for like 150 Australian dollars. To make it worse, the only way you could give a game to a friend was if you had them on your online friends list for at least 30 days. And the Xbox One was focused on TV and phone apps. Microsoft even had fake applause at the Xbox One launch. But the PlayStation 4 let you borrow and trade games with your friends and didn't turn itself off. You could say the PlayStation kind of replaced the Xbox by the end of that week. One of the only reasons people bought an Xbox One was for the Halo Master Chief Collection. But it was a broken, unplayable game that wasn't fixed or playable until 4 years later. The Xbox was laughingstock with nothing unique to offer. What about the Xbox Series X? Everyone's buying a PlayStation 5 because they had PlayStation 4s. And another advantage that PS5 has over the Xbox Series X is the presence of a USB-C port. Really, one of the only things unique about the Xbox is the Game Pass. But now you can just get that on a PC, and PlayStation is already working on their own Game Pass. They do have PS Plus, but it's pretty trash compared to Game Pass. Halo Infinite launched with no content, and lots more microtransactions and a battle pass. You had to wait 6 months for the Infection game mode, and Co-op Campaign and Forge had been delayed again for 3 more months each. Also, custom games were super broken. Halo Infinite's content was just so dry, and it still is. That's probably why they have 6,000 players. Latest Halo games such as Halo 5, Master Chief Collection, and Halo Infinite have all flopped out in a bad launch. Modern gaming. No game can seem to launch with all the features that they have promised in working order on day one anymore. First impressions are important. If there's no content, or the game is crashing every other match, I'm gonna go play something else. Due to the decline of Xbox and the lack of Halo content, and the abundance of microtransactions in the later games, Halo has been slowly and painfully dying. Many people are using PlayStations now, and Halo fell off as the game to play, and the new Halo TV show is just absolutely appallingly bad. It really doesn't do much to help out Halo.